So something that we really like test
That's the
out.
camera right there.
Oh, right here.
This one, there, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool. So something that we always like test, if you want to test and see if your shoe shape is good or not for your foot, go ahead and like take your foot out of the shoe and try splaying your toes. Like go from this to this with your toes.
Yep.
And kind of notice, like, are your toes breaking through the sides like this, or are they just right? And if they're right,
Yeah.
your shoe's probably no
Yeah.
problem. But if they're not, you probably want a wider toe box.
Yeah, I can expand. I have wide feet. I have
Mhm.
wide feet, and these shoes, I always have to buy one size larger than my normal shoe size, because I need to have room to expand my toes. You know, my foot is pretty wide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so your shoes don't give me that discomfort at all.
I feel like it's something common in the sport. Like,
Yeah.
because jiu-jitsu, like guys who do train jiu-jitsu, like for a while,
Mm-hmm.
they're already like barefoot most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
When they go back to put on their, I'm not going to name any brands, but like when they go to like throw on some traditional shoes, a lot of times they're just squeezing their feet back into
Yep.
foot
Oh,
caskets.
100%. Yep.
Did you come up wearing barefoot shoes or low, I guess low heel or no zero heel shoes, and is that what brought you on to wanting to create your own shoe? Can you talk about that experience? Because I have my own from 20 years of service in the Air Force, and being forced to run and finding out that shoes with big heels caused me issues with heel striking and impact in my knees, back, and all kinds of other
Yeah.
issues. And that led me down the barefoot Vibram 5-finger toe shoes. I was the goofiest guy in my squadron running, but I didn't care because I had no more back pain. But even though I had to relearn how to run, because now I'm running on the balls of my feet instead of my heels, it caused a bunch of realizations that I wasn't using my calf muscles like they were designed to be used as shock absorbers. And
Yeah.
the proper gait. But
Relying on the shoes cushion like a little bit more.
I want you to nerd out a little bit on your why, your journey, like what made you think this is what I need to do, this is what I need to bring to the world to bring value, because I don't think people appreciate that or understand why people come out, because this is a unique product in my eyes. It is a shoe, but it's very unique in what it is and what it brings. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I think that's wild that you said you were feeling goofy about it. Vibram were like, you were early on the movement. I mean, they were kind of the OGs of the space. I think in 2011 they started, or sometime there. But growing up, I did not wear barefoot shoes. As a baby, I think I may have, because an odd thing is like most like toddler shoes and baby shoes are formed with a wide toe box. And then when you go into like adult shoes, they're narrower for some reason. And I don't really know why that is. I don't know. I think it's probably because a lot of these businesses have created such revenue that they can't really take away or change their current model, because it might degrade the value of what they're currently selling. Like they might be stuck with a ton of units with narrow toe boxes when they try to do something with a wider toe box or anatomical shape. But yeah, with this shoe, I think the biggest points, like zero drop is amazing, which just means there's no elevation from heel to toe. You're flat as if how you would be when you're barefoot. And then for me, like the biggest factor in barefoot shoes is that wide toe box. Because I know like a lot of people, there can be functionality in drop. If you're going to the gym, doing squats, you might want a little bit of drop to take some pressure off of your knees. It's not super natural to have, 300 pounds on your back when you're squatting. So that can be useful. But yeah, I think the wide toe box is something I look at as just a non-starter for shoes and footwear. Like, we should be doing this. Why aren't we doing it?
Mm-hmm. Now, is this something that you recommend for casual wear and workout as well when you go to the gym?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, I mean, we really want to start kind of like a generalist shoe, not so much a specialist, with the Fission. And we want to give that casual look. To Roger's point, like in the space of barefoot shoes, like a lot of them are super functional, but they weren't really hitting the note of style for me. And I grew up around Vans, Converse. Those shoes were always stylish to me and looked cool and casual. And so I wanted to create something with a similar feel of like minimalism. I don't really want to brand too much on the shoe. If you look at it, I think that's an important part. I think we want people to really be the brand, and we don't want to be heavily branding and marketing all over people. So we wanted a minimalist look.
Yep.
I think you could wear those with anything. To me, that looks like a black on black pair of Vans from staring at it from over here. So you see I'm wearing all blacked out. I wear all blacked out shoes.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I'll wear a gum sole, but I appreciate this is the first time I'm seeing this shoe, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'd wear that all day, no problem.
Yep.
We got to get you in some ACs, man.
We do.
Yep.
We do.
So you working with your brother, how did you start the company? What did you need? What was you said the problems with the iteration, you had to do 9 rounds until you found, and I'm sure you're always evolving as you get customer feedback and time goes by. But what it is like, you start a business, and from that perspective, did your dad help you? Did you have any support beyond your family, or did you have come up with your own funds? How was it?
Yeah, I think again, probably he didn't really help me in the direction of being all over the project. He helped with a few connections within the industry, which gave us a little bit of a head start to really go in the right direction. But he was pretty hands off. I think he's definitely noticed my brother and me want to do something kind of independently in ourselves, whatever that means. I think really subconsciously, again, you're learning from all of these people far more than you think. Even on the mats, it's the people who you're pissed at, who beat you up, who are really giving you the greatest lessons probably. And so I think you're constantly in a learning process, whether you know it or not. And many people are helping you, if not everyone. I feel a deep gratitude, really to the whole human collective, because I don't think I would really create anything without them. They give me the looks. Whether it's current barefoot shoes, whether it's traditional narrow toe boxes that have a lot of style. I don't look at it as anything as very black and white. I think I've gotten help in a lot of ways, but from the financial standpoint, I was working at Chewbacca for 4 years before I really ventured off into this thing. My brother was in real estate right after college, and before he moved to Australia for a year or two. And so we had a little bit of capital, and we really wanted to do this with skin in the game and do it ourselves. We didn't really want other people involved on the project yet. I think with relations, it can get complicated when you have too many people in the same room. So we want to start kind of small, and as time goes on, we hope to expand.
And this is an online business exclusively, right?
Yep.
That's how you work.
Right now, we're just staying online, direct to consumer. We hope to open up a few different selling channels, but we're starting right now just within our own Shopify.
That's awesome. And how long ago was that?
When we started the business?
Yeah.
I would say probably 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
And not 4 years ago, maybe 3, 4.
So you self-funded, and you have a period of time where you're testing your product, and then the release, and now you're going about and building it up. How does the market look at this point in time, and what kind of recent events took place that you feel and your effort is paying off?
Yeah, I think exposure is the name of the game. The more exposure we get, and the more things the more we actually go to have conversations with people and talk to them, I think they can understand pretty easily like the functionality and like the pros of the shoe. I mean, it's hard to kind of like for people to like see what their toes can do and then see the toe box they're wearing. It's hard for them to kind of argue against it. But like, I think really we're not really trying to teach people. We're just trying to show them like, look what happens to your feet when you've got wide toe box versus not, like, or give them like an example of like a cast. Like whenever like we give people examples of casts, it's super well received because like we all know what happens when you've got a leg break in your right leg, or like you've got an ankle break and you're wearing a cast for
a period of time.
4 months.
Yeah.
And that's just 4 months. What happens when you've been wearing these shoes for the past 20 years?
Yep.
Like your muscles, your bones, like all of it's atrophied. You take that cast off, that right leg is much more small versus that left leg.
Right. So that's even from a health perspective, huh? I guess wearing the right kind of shoes